Yes, great action coming up next weekend. Make sure to watch it there. Thanks to Jeremy Donovan and the rest of the team. So from going to a sport with that shaped balls to one of a similar shaped balls to rugby, be careful where you go with this. Gav, in terms of rugby, a couple of potential gossipy type moves happening with top coaches?
The old England boss, Stuart Lancaster, he's finally found himself a new job. He had a bad spell, obviously, the England team dropping out of the World Cup, and having that situation, I think he lost a big reputation there. So he bounced around and he spent a bit of time in New Zealand. He actually came over here with the USA League, and he sort of helped them set that up a little bit on a consultant basis. And well, he ends up at Leinster. So I guess he was speaking with Andy Farrell, who's obviously a defence coach now with Ireland, and so he's found himself a job at Leinster. And also Warren Gatland, the guy that's usually the coach of the Welsh team, he's been doing fantastic over the years. He's found himself back in the British Lions setup for the tour to New Zealand this summer. So he'll be doing that over the summer, taking a little bit of break, and they've put an interim coach in at the Welsh team. That's
a huge tour coming up, because the Lions individually, England, Ireland, all been playing well up against New Zealand, who are undisputed world champions.
Yeah, that's not going to be an easy day for him. And he did a really good job a few years ago when they went on tour to Australia and obviously spanked the Aussies, but going against New Zealand right now, I wouldn't envy that job, not at all.
Let's look at the weekend's action. Munster up against Cardiff. Close game?
Actually, it was a corker. There's been a few very tight games in the Pro 12s opening up. Some that have been a little bit more further apart. But yeah, Cardiff Munster ended up 23-24. Cracking game. We've got a few highlights for you guys coming in as well. But if you've taken a look at this team recently, they've got a lot of young lads in there. So Danny Wilson had a look at Gethin Jenkins to bring some more experience. That was him there. But plenty of tries for the Cardiff team. Tom James got a couple for himself, and Munster managed to keep it respectable in the first half and ended up a little bit further ahead with Conway scoring as well. Some nice little dinks, good little bit of rugby here. It was decent weather at back home this weekend, so the turf wasn't getting torn up too much.
What do you call decent weather where it doesn't rain all day?
Yeah, basically it's not raining 24/7. You hit the nail on the head. But yeah, that experience really did work out for them quite well. Cardiff ended up getting down to the last couple of minutes, and that's Cuthbert there using all of his experience. One of the older heads that they brought in for the day. And the final try was done by Dan Fish of Cardiff, and that killed it off with about 10 minutes to go. But Tom James had a great game today, scoring 2, and just a very busy player, and beautiful handoffs, and you've got a good bit of skill. Now the Welsh teams in general have been struggling over the last couple of years, but between Cardiff and Ospreys this weekend, another Welsh club, they got some good results, and for them to get through 23-24 against Munster, not a bad thing. I just wanted to mention Cam Dolan and Blaine Scully, two of the American lads that are on display for the Cardiff team. Cam Dolan from actually here in Florida with Naples. He played high school rugby with Naples, and then went up to Life University in Georgia. And then Blaine Scully as well. He's over from California, and he made his way over there last year. So keep an eye on these guys in the Pro 12s. They're local boys from the United States, and there's even a couple of Canadian guys in there as well in those squads.
Quick question before we finish. What to look forward to next weekend? Anything exciting coming up?
I'm thinking Glasgow are going to be doing some great stuff. They've got a couple of big games ahead of them, so keep an eye on Glasgow. They were the champions 2 years ago. They disappointed me last year, but I want to see Glasgow do quite well in the next couple of weeks. Ospreys have done some good stuff. Again, I think it might be Glasgow, Connacht, Ospreys, but Connacht did lose out again this weekend, so I'm a little bit worried for Connacht. Everything's gone a little bit wrong for them.
Okay, Gav, thanks so much. Really appreciate it, giving us our update there on rugby. We've got top goals coming up after the break. A chance for you to vote on Twitter on those goals, and some cracking goals. 1 or 2 exceptional ones, so make sure you stay with us. We'll be going through them with you in just a couple of minutes' time. Don't go anywhere.